they call an innovative alternative to costly artificial reef programs. They're called reef balls, and as 10 o'clock news reporter Greg Meyers shows us, they're now in 2 places in South Florida, the Intracoastal Waterway and an environmental center in Boca Raton.
This is a reef ball. It weighs 2 tons, costs about $75 to make, and lasts forever. And now you'll find one in a saltwater tank at the Gumbo Limbo Environmental Complex.
We created a patented reef ball, which is an innovative idea of how to replace the artificial reefs. Whether the reef has been naturally disintegrating or whether a boat rammed into it, we could specifically designate where we're going to place our reefs.
Today, divers inspected the recently built and installed concrete ball. Submerged in a 5-foot deep tank, it will, over time, grow algae, coral, and other sea life.
Well, it's really very interesting. I'm sure they can do a lot with it, probably offshore.
In fact, 6 months ago, several reef balls were dropped in the Intracoastal Waterway off Palm Beach in 30 feet of water. And while the balls are still in the experimental stages, supporters of the design insist it is an effective and affordable alternative to other artificial reefs.
This is a miniature version of the very odd-looking so-called reef ball. The rough texture that you see here and the holes and cracks and crevices are all intentional. The ultimate goal is to attract fish life in areas where it might otherwise not show up.
These young sea turtles will eventually find the reef ball home. Instead of sticking their heads in the filters and drain holes as they have in the past, they will now be able to hide inside the ball.
I wanted to have the artificial reef here so that people could see it, so even if they weren't divers, they would be able to appreciate how the artificial reefs are helping to attract fish and to really revitalize.
Developers of the reef ball concept refer to their design as an underwater hotel, which can encourage all types of sea life to reproduce and proliferate for very little cost. In Boca Raton, I'm Greg Meyer reporting for Fox 29.
Neat ideas, huh?
And if they're smart, they'll figure it's the way to get more food. You have to stand out there and coach them out if you're going to take a look at them now.